Had to find the person I'd become. I was high and I was low, moving mountains, rain and snow, but I felt that I was further from the truth. In the dark and stormy night, rolling thunder, flashing light, heard a whisper in the night, and it said, you should go back home, go back home, go back home, go. It's been there all along. You should go back home, go back home, go back home, go. That's where you belong. You should go back home, go back home, go back home, go. It's been there all along. You should go back home, go back home, go back home, go. It's been there all along.
Tick-tock thoughts make my heart go soft. With the big fat titties like Lara Croft. I got a big booty bitch tryna raid my dick. Back it up, god damn how you get so thick. I got a Tomb Raider heartbreaker with the double D's. Make 'em bounce if you wanna be a fucking tease. Shake that ass for some follows, baby, that's the brand. Plug a song, yeah, that's how you make a couple grand. build a business on that ass. You can make a million real fast. Don't even need to go to class. Just bend over and shake it, show 'em how you do that back, back. Tick-tock dots make my heart go soft. With the big fat titties like Lara Croft.
You said it twice to me. How bad it hurts. It's a lie, it's a lie, it's a
Yeah.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. On this week on the yard, presented by Gillette, and it's co-stream on Soldier Boy TV. We got a lot of stuff for y'all today. I am Fly Guy DC and my co-host.
What's up, folks? Larry Whitley here, SNY TV, NBC Sports, Madden NFL, NBA 2K League. Good to be back here on the yard. HBCU Esports Alliance. We rocked out on Monday and Tuesday with Madden and 2K. Today, the recap show, and I got the broski and the broskina. I guess I can say that. Bordy, what's up?
Yeah.
Yes, what's good, guys? My name is Bordy McBoard. I've been twitching, been streaming on YouTube. You can find me under my name, Bordy McBoard, on all social media platforms except for Twitter. There's an underscore in between. But I'm happy to be here as a shoutcaster for the HBCU Esports Alliance. And it's nice to see Larry and DJ Fly Guy here talking to us about what happened this past week for all this action.
Absolutely. Now, just to inform y'all everything that's going on, students from all across the world will be competing in chances to win scholarships and money up to $30,000. And they stream Monday and Tuesday. So we got a lot in store for y'all today. Larry, what's up?
What's up, man? Hey, I'll tell you what, we had fun. We had Madden Mondays on Monday. Of course, we had 2K, the 2K Tuesdays on Tuesdays. It's great. We give out $30,000, Fly Guy and Bordy McBoard. $30,000 all season for the Spring League. Last 8 to 9 weeks. We're going to go all the way to May. We got 20 plus HBCUs, actually 32. You got 20 HBCUs and then 12 from the CIAA. So all of the students are represented. Got most of the HBCUs here in the CIAA and across the Southeast, all the way to the Midwest and the West, and also here on the East and throughout the country. So we're ready to rock out, man. And it's great to have everyone here. And shout out to Exposure and, of course, our commish, Chappelle, not Dave Chappelle. Rod Chappelle. Hot Rod.
So yeah, Rod is a comedian though.
But shout out to Rod and shout out to these HBCUs. You know, the reason that we're doing this is all about diversity and inclusion in the esports community. You know, it's been a second. Esports is just taking off, and honestly, there's still a lot of work that needs to be done in integrating HBCUs into esports. So this league is all about competition. We want to see our gamers compete and fight, especially for that cash money that's on the line. It's about educating all these people and all these wonderful people about all the opportunities that are in the esports league. It's about researching all these opportunities, whether it's in game development, whether it's becoming a pro gamer, whether it's being a shoutcaster like all of us are here on this panel. And it's about pipeline, including everybody into this to make sure you can get to the next level, whether it be from the HBCU from a high school or whether it be from an HBCU to one of the big leagues, like with my dogs Larry and DC. Fly Guy here, Fly Guy DC. So it's all about making sure that we can connect the community to esports, have a good time, and make sure that these players are getting paid this cash money because these student loans are very expensive. So any bit of help is good help. Now, before we start off this program, we gotta throw it to our special sponsors at Gillette, the best a man could get.
As a barber, nothing's gonna beat my shave, especially for guys who tend to get razor bumps from ordinary razors at home. So when they can't see me, there's Gillette Skin Guard, a razor that's made different and designed just for men with skin that's easily irritated. It flattens the skin and lifts the blade for a shave that's closer than a trimmer but not too close for comfort. I mean, it's just right.
All right.
My God.
How you doing, man?
Good.
Then we'll kick it to break. So Larry.
As a barber, nothing's gonna beat my shave, especially for guys who tend to get razor bumps from ordinary
And we are back. Yes, man. We can't wait to get to this exciting show recap for you all today on this week's The Yard presented by Gillette. And it's all co-streamed on Soldier Boy TV. Now, the real All-Stars of Atlanta. As we all know, All-Star Weekend was a crazy weekend in Atlanta. So much happened. So many people were here. There were so many games going on. And we just have a lot in store for y'all. And All-Star Weekend had a lot of activity for a lot of schools and especially HBCUs. The NBA actually donated to the UNCF, which is incredible. Incredible. Now, the AUC, for all you that don't know, is consisted of Clark Atlanta University, Spelman, Morehouse College, and of course Morris Brown. Now, I want to talk about the AUC because I originated from the AUC.
Yes, it turns out, and I didn't even know this, that me and Fly Guy DC were actually part of the same class to come into the AUC. So he went to Clark Atlanta University. I'm repping Spelman College right here. I got the shirt, and it's upside down. It's around somewhere in there. There you go. There's the shirt. You see what the letters are anyway. But it's such an exciting time at the AUC because we are both getting fostered by the NBA and other organizations, but also because of the massive community that's there in the AUC. I mean, Fly Guy DC did most of the events at Spelman, so he can tell you everything about the unity that pops off on the campus. You know everybody on the campus, you see everybody, you integrate with everyone, and it's really exciting to have such a close experience with a whole group of HBCUs who are all about getting to the next level in life, but also fostering each other to get to the next level in life, because that's what HBCUs are all about, making sure that everyone in the class feels included, feels necessary, not only during your time in matriculation there, but afterwards too.
Absolutely right. Now, just for all you that don't know, like the AUC is sort of like your next door neighbor. You have Park Atlanta, and then you can walk out of your front house and walk to the right, and then you have Spelman, and then you can walk out again and walk to the right, and then you have Morehouse, and then you can walk out and walk to the left, and you have Morris Brown. It's literally like a family in the AUC, and I had to witness it and got a chance to witness it first, and it was incredible because I attended Clark Atlanta University, but the AUC as a whole took me in, and I did events for Spelman. I did events for Morehouse. And when it came to anything in the AUC, like everything was so family oriented. And it was just incredible. Like the love and the commitment that those schools give to each other is just immaculate.
Yeah. And no, go ahead, go ahead. Morty, go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say we even start off with having an olive branch to join all of our groups together. So it's very exciting and very interesting to see. But you're saying, Larry?
No, I was going to say, Fly Guy DC, for everyone that's not connected and in the ATL and down there in the A, the AUC is the Atlanta Universe Center, correct?
Yes, Atlanta University Center. Yes.
Absolutely. And we talked about the NBA All-Star game. Look, everybody focused on the All-Star game being in Atlanta at State Farm Arena. Team LeBron won 170 to 150 over Team Durant. But it was all about the money that they raised, $3 million for the Thurgood Marshall Fund and also United Eagle College Fund. That was huge right there. And also, I don't know if you guys saw this, the refs, all three refs were alums of HBCU. So Norfolk State, I believe, and a couple others. Or Clark Atlanta was one of the reps as well. So that was cool. And also 17% of all bachelor degrees by Blacks and African Americans come from HBCU. So that's why we're here, guys. And that's when we talk about inclusion and diversity. That's the main thing. And then we want to throw in the esports because it's all like in confluence, guys. I do sports on TV. You got entertainment. You got esports. It's all coming together. Fly guys on the radio down there. Bordy McBordy. She's just an all-around good girl. So that's why we're all here.
Absolutely right. Now, did you all see the jacket that Chris Paul wore with all the HBCUs on it, the Leatherman jacket? Yeah. Incredible.
Yeah, that was dope.
I'm super excited in particular with him because his whole family has been to HBCUs. So especially with him, and you have others like Deion Sanders as well, who are trying to integrate themselves into making sure that the next level of HBCU talent from these pro sports players are being fostered and grown because all this inclusion you see on NBA TV, seeing more HBCU games being broadcasted and shown, this all boosts up the HBCU brand into making sure that Black people and Black players of all different types of sports, of all Black students in general, are fostered to get on to the next level in their professional status. And it makes sure that you have a very inclusive, nice environment to make sure to foster you to get to that next level as well. So I love the work that they're doing, Chris Paul is doing, and all of that. Now we're going to segue because we have a dean of Morehouse College with us,
Yes.
joining us, a local HBCU here in the Atlanta area. So we're super excited to get him on and talk to him about what Morehouse College has to offer.
Yes, his name is Dean Booker. We're going to talk to him after this break, but you were talking about Deion Sanders, Jackson State University in Jacktown. Used to work there, did TV. My second job in Jacktown, the 601. Hey, they're going to be on TV today, if I'm not mistaken, on National TV and ESPN2. So doing some big things in Jacktown with the Tigers. Also, they're part of the Yard, HBCU Esports Alliance. So we'll talk more about that, but when we come back, we're going to take a break. We'll come back and talk to Dean Booker from Morehouse. You're watching the Yard, HBCU Esports Alliance. Larry Ridley, Gordy McBourne, and the fly guy, DC, down there on the A. We'll come back on the other side with more after this break.
Deuces.
Raises at home. So when they can't see me, as a barber, nothing's gonna beat my shade. Especially for guys who tend to get razor bumps from ordinary razors at home. So when they can't see me, there's Gillette Skin Guard, a razor that's made different and designed just for men with skin that's easily irritated. It flattens the skin and lifts the blade for a shave that's closer than a trimmer but not too close for comfort. I mean, it's just right.
All right.
My God.
How you doing, man?
Good.
And welcome back, welcome back. This week on the Yard, presented by Gillette, and it is all co-streamed on Soulja Boy TV. We are back, myself, Fly Guy DC, Larry, and Andrea. But listen, we have somebody very important on the stream, and this guy right here gave me my first chance at hosting and at doing anything inside of the AUC. And I, Fly Guy DC, would not be Fly Guy DC without the help of this man right here, Dean Booker. How are you doing?
I'm doing well, my friend. Good to see you and good to see the other hosts. Glad to be a part of the program.
Same here. Now, let's get right into it. Can you tell us your position at Morehouse and just tell us a little bit about Morehouse College?
So I recently received an appointment, unfortunately, due to the death of my good friend and colleague, Dean Washington, but I am the interim vice president of student services and dean of the college at Morehouse College.
Now, how long have you been at Morehouse College?
I've been at Morehouse for 13 years. I'm also an alum. I'm a proud member of the class of 1990. And my responsibility is dealing with students outside the classroom from both Morehouse and other schools in the AUC, like yourself, back in the day, Fly Guy.
Now, let's just talk a little bit about the culture of Morehouse, not hearing it from the students or outsiders aspect, but from your aspect being in affairs and everything. Like, what is the culture like inside of the AUC?
Well, everything we do, we try to center it around our mission, which is the development with disciplined minds will lead lives of leadership and service. So all the work that we do at the college is centered around that, and our goal is to help our young men develop into future leaders that will help this country and world in many different ways, shapes, and forms. So that's what we're all about at Morehouse. But in the AUC, we're about producing leaders. So all of us have a responsibility at all of our institutions, but particularly at Morehouse, our focus is really on leadership development. And from the time the student arrives at Morehouse to the time they graduate, we're pushing that philosophy on that student, and there's an expectation that they're going to do something great when they graduate from Morehouse College.
Now, how has the pandemic and everything that has been going on in the world the last year affected student life, campus life, college life, just everything in general?
It's been a real challenge, no doubt about it. Fortunately, we have what we call a hybrid model going on right now at Morehouse and in the AUC. Each school has a small group of students on campus, which is good. But with that small group, we're kind of limited to the activities that we can do. We're centered around CDC guidelines. We're working in conjunction with the Morehouse School of Medicine. So in that process, we may have in totality about 1,400 students that are on all of our campuses. These students are pretty much isolated. We haven't been able to do any group activities due to the pandemic. And one of the other challenges is testing. We do a lot to keep our students safe. So we test twice a week. And I'm excited to say we have less than a 1% positivity rate, which is amazing for colleges that have students with the numbers that we have. So we're doing well. We're looking now that the weather is beginning to change to do a little bit more on campus with our students that are here, but we're still limited due to social distancing and the guidelines that I talked about earlier. But we miss the traditional campus life. So I'm glad that we have virtual activities like the one that our students are taking part in now through Gillette and Soldier Boy TV, the Yard, HBCU, esports. All of these things are amazing because they give our students something positive to do to occupy their time that we wouldn't have activities while we don't have activities on the yard. So it's great that we have programs like this, but it's tough right now. It really is.
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah, because me and Fly Guy DC were talking about how important it is, and you're talking about the events, how important these events foster that familial spirit in the AUC.
Yes.
Now, I've grown up in the AUC. My mom actually worked there for a while. My cousin worked there for a while. All my family went there. So it's a family thing for me, not only personally, but also with the connections that we make on campus as well. So do you want to talk about that family spirit that AUC in general
The
has
family
in
spirit. If you haven't been to an HBCU homecoming, you've never been to a homecoming.
that's a fact.
Yes.
And the homecoming that we have at Clark Atlanta, Morehouse and Spelman is joined. Morris Brown, it's phenomenal, blows you away. So it's like going to your family reunion on steroids. And we have people, personalities. It doesn't matter. I mean, we're used to seeing star power in the AUC. So it's nothing to see Sam Jackson, Spike Lee, and other greats, Denzel Washington, John David Washington. Anybody can show up at our homecoming event, and it's wonderful. It's about spirit. It's about love. It's about good people coming together, good fun, safe, great environment to bring your family to, and we have a real good time. So it's not just about homecoming. As we said earlier, it's where you come, you pretty much grow into manhood, womanhood, and you find out who you are while you're in college, and that's what makes coming back to Morehouse, Spelman, Clark Atlanta University, the AUC period, wherever you went to school at HBCU. coming back to that environment is always special because that's where you became who you are. So we love that. We welcome people back in a big way. And we look forward to those young people that are out there now that may be making a decision. Think about an HBCU. You'll never forget it. It will change your life forever. So remember that as you plan, those young people that may be on, as you're planning to go to a college. Look at your local HBCU. Think about what you want to achieve in life and find one that matches your needs and go for it.
Yeah, Dean Booker, you were talking about just the culture and just about the family nature there. I went to PWI, played football in Middle Tennessee, but our rival was Tennessee State. My senior year, we had the new football stadium there, and to this day, and we're Division 1A school. We play Alabama, Vanderbilt, everybody. To this day, the largest crowd we've ever had at our stadium was Tennessee State University my senior year in 1998. To this day, it's still the largest crowd ever because you talk about just the sheer excitement and just the joy and the entertainment aspect that people get from the HBCUs. I wanted to talk to you about, just this culture that we're talking about, athletics, entertainment, esports. How is esports helping, and how do you guys get that out into the masses, and how do you support it there in the AUC?
Well, we've been blessed. We have a virtual format, Rod Chappelle has been a magnificent partner to HBCU esports. That's my ride or die. We've been together since undergrad.
Hot ride.
So we're partners for life in this game. So whatever I can do that will incentivize students, keep students active, I'm with it. And I think having Gillette as a partner, as well as Soldier Boy TV, has provided an excellent opportunity for our students. So we share this opportunity with our students using a virtual email format. So we do a blast. We also have an Instagram presence, and we have an esports team on our campus. So it's growing by the minute, by the day. And our hope is that we have a space on our campus dedicated to esports because we understand that this is a hot trend and it doesn't seem to be going anywhere. And we have so many students that are interested in careers in the gaming industry. So it's a worthwhile partnership. So we see it growing and we see the student participation increasing each time we have a tournament. So I'm looking forward to seeing what the future holds for us in this market. And I love what you all are doing.
I got one last question. My apologies, sir.
No, I was going to say 83% of college students, 83% of African American students play video games. So you're on to something. Go ahead, Fly Guy.
Absolutely right. So, Dean, I just have one quick, maybe two quick questions before you get up out of here. Are you a basketball or football guy? Are you a Madden or 2K guy?
Sunny answers.
It's tough. It's tough. I would have to go with the basketball. NBA 2K. But my game sucks. I'm hard.
No, it's cool.
I'm working on my skills, but in the real game, I can take either one of y'all.
So a question and in your opinion, the NBA Finals, who's making it from the East, who's making it from the West, and who's winning it all this year, in your opinion?
So I'm not quite sure in the East. I'm going to say Boston Celtics.
Hey, where are you from? Where are you from, Dean?
I'm from Jersey, but I
live in Jersey. That's what I'm talking about.
From Jersey.
The Nets are in Brooklyn. They ain't here no more. They don't count.
It's not enough balls.
They just got Blake Griffin. Oh my God!
But you got too many people that want to shoot the ball. You got too many jocks on that team.
They look good.
I'm going with Boston.
They beat the Celtics the other night, Dean Booker. They beat my C's the other night now.
I got you. You might be right, but in a 7-game series, I can't see it.
Okay, now who you got coming out of the West?
Just coming together. Oh, come on, man. That's a no-brainer. It's the Lakers.
And
the Lakers
without AD ain't been there.
And the Lakers going to win it all. I'm telling you.
That's a prediction from Dean Booker.
Wow.
Bustradamus.
Hey, we'll see. I could be wrong, but that's what I'm calling. Yeah,
No,
it's great to check in with you guys.
Yes, we appreciate you. Thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to sit and talk with us. I can't wait for things to open back up because I can't wait to bless the AUC like I usually do. Thank you for everything.
All right, peace and love, guys. Have a great day.
Good you too.
Good one.
Man, hey, we gotta have Dean Booker on every week, man.
Yeah, so wait, I got a question for y'all. Larry, and who are y'all picks out of the East and West? Because his just threw me off, to be completely honest.
Yeah, I'll go Lakers and I'll go Celtics. I want something traditional, so let's go Lakers.
What's up, guys? My name is John Cotton, and I work and own John Cotton Studios in New York City. As you can see, I love gaming, and you probably do too, but you gotta be groomed when gaming. So I'm here to give you some tips and help you get groomed to game. I need a Gillette Shave Gel 2-in-1 and my HEA Gillette Skin Guard Razor. These two work wonders together. Now just clean your face, rinse with warm water and towel dry. Now we're gonna use that Gillette Fusion 2-in-1 gel, and we're gonna lather up our face in circular motions wherever we decide to shave. Now it's time to grab the Gillette Fusion razor and let's shave. The thing I like about this razor is the ball in the middle, it curves. It rounds your face and is able to give you that sharp edge that I like. It also cut hair to surface level to prevent razor bumps. Now let's clean your face and rinse with warm water. Let's towel dry. Remote control interception! Now just you are cleaned up, you are ready to hit the yard looking your best.
Yes, and we are back with a great show thus far this week on the Yard, sponsored by Gillette, and it's all co-streamed on Soulja Boy TV. I am Fly Guy DC. Larry and Andrea are right here with me, and we are about to check in with Mr. John Cotton from Gillette. But before we get into that, Larry and you all, I have a question. Your predictions, NBA Finals. I know Dean Booker said he has the Celtics and the Lakers. He said he has the Lakers winning it all. What are you all predictions?
I'm with him. I'm going Lakers and Celtics. I lived in Boston for 5 years, worked there. My last two kids are born there. But the Nets are the better team right now in the East. But I want to go traditionals, Lakers versus Celtics. I was there in 2008 and 2010, the last two times they played in the finals.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel like you guys are tripping when you say the Celtics. So I'm gonna bring out my video game controller like a quick ball, like a Madden Creo here. You know what, man? I feel that it's going to be the Lakers and the Nets. You know, I'm really liking what James Harden is doing there, distributing the ball. I'm a little bit worried about their inside defense, but if they can keep on scoring, I mean, maybe this is the one time that offense, you don't even need a defense. Offense is just killing it. So.
Absolutely right. And before we get to John, my predictions is going to be the Lakers and the Nets. Now let me tell you why. The Lakers, as of right now, yes. But if AD does not come back or they do not get another piece in place of AD, then they're in trouble. The Nets, I think they're going to win it all with the addition of Blake Griffin because of how James Harden is playing. James Harden is leading the lead in assists. And Kyrie, like, how they do it is like they play with your mind and your mental. Like, James Harden can go down on one possession and score. Then the next possession, you might think it's going to be James Harden, but then it's Kyrie. And then the next possession, it's KD. So, like, they're playing with people's mental, and I don't think there's a team that is defensive-oriented enough to stick with them for 7 games. Now, John, 76ers, I would have thought so, but 76ers are not fast enough. And Embiid just went out with an injury, so that's why I don't think the 76ers.
Embiid could be the front runner for MVP, I agree.
But I think he just got injured, so I think that's going to hurt him. Yeah, because he just had a back injury last night, I want to say.
Exactly. You're right.
Now, John, Mr. Cotton, how are you?
I'm just doing pretty good. You said it all. I mean, bigger than that. I'm rocking with you. You said it all. What more can you say? But I'm gonna tell you something. I'm from Detroit, so you know I have Pistons in the back of my head. But make it pretty bad.
You don't want that smoke. You don't want that smoke.
But you guys just went from Blake Griffin just went from the Pistons
Mhm.
to the Nets. So how do you feel about that move? How do you feel about that?
Let me move from there to Pistons. I mean, like I said, Pistons may do it. Like I said, I'm throwing a curveball in there for y'all. Pistons moving there to the Pistons. So hey, see what happens.
The
I don't
Pistons
know
don't
about
even want to
that.
make the playoffs, so it can't happen.
Right. I don't know about that prediction, but I like the confidence in your hometown team.
I'm always at that conference.
There you go. There you go.
Absolutely right. Now, can you tell us a little bit about yourself, Mr. Cotton?
Again, I'm from Detroit, Michigan. As you said, I've been born and raised in Detroit, Michigan. now live in New York City. I have a shop in New York City. I have my shop. I actually opened up my shop during the pandemic. So I've had it about a year. I specialize in haircuts and male units. I'm sure you guys probably heard about it. Man weaves. I'm one of the pioneers of that, and I'm also work for Gillette.
Oh, hook up LeBron with one of those too. Get that thing working out for him.
I'm
No,
working on him. I'm working
no,
on
we
him.
gotta get
We in the
KD
DM.
right. We
Hey,
gotta
we
get
need
KD
KD.
Hey, we working
right.
on all of them. We in the DM. People tagging them. We working on them. So hey, hopefully
They
get in
sing
my
it,
chest
man.
soon.
Hey, John, I work in Manhattan.
And we are back, the yard, and we're back here with John Cotton, and we're going to get straight into it. Mr. Cotton, how did you become a
What's
barber?
up? How did I become a barber? I became a barber. I worked at my uncle's shop at the age of about 12 years old. I was his assistant. And, I began to watch him, how he, deal with his clients and, how he was giving, people just their confidence back, with just cut hair. And, I was really intrigued and I really wanted to learn more, and really wanted to get into that. And of course, he was making really good money. So that was, one of my main focuses. But, I really was into it and I liked it. And, he kind of taught me a lot, taught me how to do scissor cut, different type of cuts, stuff like that. And I went from his assistant to working for him and then from working for him to open up my own shop at 18 years old.
And with doing that, did you, because you know how like when people grow up, they like, I want to be this. Like, when did you actually get into it and be like, okay, yes, this is exactly what I want to do?
Good question. I actually got into it. I want to say I was probably about 14 years old. And, I began to build a clientele and my clientele began to come back. And then I thought, okay, I'm doing a pretty good job at this clearly because people are coming back and they're tipping. So, that's when I really was like, okay, I think I can get into this. And what I really liked about it is that I can work for myself, make my own schedule. I don't have to have a boss, when I open up my own shop. Even when I was working for my uncle, I was still able to make my own schedule. As long as I came to work, as long as I paid my booth rent, as long as I did what I had to do. And that's that's really when I was like, okay, I think this is going to work for me.
Now, you're on the Gillette Barber Council, correct?
Yes, I am. Yes,
Talk to us a little bit about that.
Being a Gillette Barber Council, is actually pretty cool. Gillette, they went around and picked like the top, some of the top, barbers in the industry. And shout out to Gillette for picking me as one of those. And what we do is we go around and we work with a lot of different organizations, and we go around and we teach, men how to use the Gillette products the correct way. We have different skin types and people have different hair textures and A, B, and C. And we teach people the correct way to use these products because a lot of people don't know. And a lot of people don't use these products because of, what they might have heard this, they might have heard that. And, we go around, we show them exactly how to use them where, you don't have irritation with your skin or you won't have certain things that happen with your skin. So, that's pretty much what we do.
And when did that situation happen for you? When were you brought upon the council with Gillette? And how were you brought upon? Like, how was that process?
I've been working with Gillette for about 5 years. Mm-hmm. And they scouted me out. And, I was really hyped about that. I'm like, oh, Gillette's calling me? What? So, that was 5 years ago. And I've been with them ever since. And I enjoy it. I mean, I have a good time, especially going around, showing people how to use these products. A lot of people don't know, and I'm able to educate people on, how to use these products, which is a great thing.
Now, what is the best part about being a barber? What is the best part of your day after cutting someone's hair?
Besides counting the money, no. The best part of my day is, bringing people confidence back, and making them look good. And like I said, I do a lot with the hair unit, and a lot of clients that come in, may have cancer, alopecia, or, a lot of guys just haven't had hair, since they were in high school. I give them their haircut after the unit on. When I turn them around and try to see the mirror, I just see a big smile on their face. Some people have cried before. For me, that's what touches my heart. That's what I enjoy much about what I do.
Yes, and I know that business is going to be definitely booming after the pandemic. But speaking of the pandemic, how has that helped or how has that hurt business and how have you navigated through that in order to make sure that your business is still kicking and doing well?
That's that's interesting that you asked that, because the shop that I have now, I actually opened up this shop during the pandemic. I signed my lease literally that month. When was it? March. I think it was in March.
Yeah.
March the 1st, I signed my lease. And like March 15th, around there is when things got shut down. So I was nervous. I was scared. I was like, wow, I don't know what's going to happen with this shop. And thank God I was still able to open up my shop, and, I did well. And, it actually boosted my sales, and it boosted the shop for me because people were stuck in the house. So people were able to grow their hair out. And, what I do with hair units, you got to have your hair grown out for what I do. So a lot of people who wanted to get these units, they were able to get them now because they've been stuck in the house for 3 months. They came out, they had, George Jefferson. So I was able to, they called me like, yo, I got the George Jefferson. That's coming out with the unit. So it actually boosted my sales. And, even working with Gillette, it did well with Gillette because, we were able to do a lot as far as teaching people how to cut their hair. We did a lot of videos working with Gillette, and posting on Instagram, and use a lot of social media, showing people how they can just, use these Gillette products, little products that you can get from, Dwayne Reed store, order, and give yourself a whole haircut, or at least a good shape up, shape your beard, your mustache, get shape up. So, it worked out.
Now, are you a gamer? Do you like to play games?
I did back in the day. I played gamers nonstop. I'm old right now. I'm like old.
What's old, John? Come on,
what's old, John? I'll be 40. I'll be 40 in September.
Oh my God!
And I work a lot. That's old for me. Let me tell you, old for me mean when I'm playing games and I'm falling asleep. That's old for me.
Oh yeah.
When I'm watching TV and I'm dozing off, that's old for me. So my god kids come over and my nieces and nephews, and we play games. I play Madden a lot, but they call me an old man. You always fall asleep. You can't stay up. So, but yeah, I play it here and there.
Okay, so on the screen right now we see a matchup right now going between King Latimer, who's playing the Nets. King Latimer, L.A. Taker, I'm sorry, from Fayetteville State University.
No, Latimer, that's right.
Latimer, okay. And then the real MVP of Morehouse College playing as the Celtics right now. You said that you dabbled, and it's been a second since you played video games. Well, what's your favorite thing to do while you're playing? Do you prefer Madden or 2K? What's your favorite of those two?
I do prefer Madden. I mean, I get into the Madden. I'm a Madden fan. I definitely.
Who do you play with?
Yeah.
When I play, who do I play with?
Yes.
My god kids, my nieces and nephews, they have me here all night playing with them. I play with them all the time.
What team?
What team?
What's your team? What's your team?
What is
Lions?
my team?
Lions?
Please don't say the Lions.
No,
Lions.
that's miserable. That's miserable.
We're gonna say the Giants.
Okay.
Okay.
We're gonna say the Giants.
Still bad, but it's better than the Lions.
We're gonna work out with the Giants.
And it's the best New York team because I'm a Jets fan, and that's a misery
New York
to
all
have.
day.
So at least he Bryce, beat Tom Brady twice. So that's
Right.
good. Good thing to put on the resume. What's your favorite mode to play on Madden? Do you only play on franchise mode? Do you just play games within your nieces and nephews? Do you play any of the?
I don't think he know about the modes.
I don't know about the modes. I'm about to say, what's that one?
Okay, so you just playing casually with the.
I just say casually with the I just say casually with
Okay. That's A-okay.
I'm gonna have to learn what this mode is. I'm not going there with some knowledge. I'm like, well, yeah, put me up on the mode.
Hey, John, what do you think about esports, man? I actually have a Madden series on TV that runs every weekend on our Black News Channel. Well, what do you think about just esports in general, being on TV and just the money in it, and how many people are just interested in esports and how much it's grown, say over the last 5 years? I mean, this thing's taken off, man. It touches everything. I do TV on sports, athletics, entertainment. It's all one big thing now.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's impressive. Like you said, it's growing and it's big, and I think it's very, very impressive. Shout out to you who doing your thing with it, and shout out to everybody that's doing anything with it. I think it's very impressive.
I mean, but when you sit on TV, do you scratch your head like they're playing video games and people are playing them and people are paying on TV? What the hell?
I mean, it's crazy. I mean, I never thought that it would get to where it is right now. I mean, when it happened, and the more I, dig into it and see how big it is and where it's going, I'm just amazed with it. And it's awesome. My guy kids come over here and they be putting me up on game and this, that, and the other. And I'm like, yeah, serious? You can do that. You can talk to people. You can blah. I'm like blown away with it. But shout out to it. Like I said again, it's rocking.
Well, we appreciate you so much. Thank you for taking your time out of your day to sit and talk with us.
Anytime. Anytime. Thank
And
you
if
guys
I'm
for
ever
having me.
in New York, I have to come see you. Okay.
Look me up. You look me up. You're in New York, so you come see me. Look me up.
Good
All right,
stuff.
guys.
All right,
thank
John.
you.
We
All right,
appreciate
John.
it. All right, guys. We'll go ahead and complete this game here. Looks like King Latiker, who actually played on Tuesday, and he beat somebody. I think it was what 40, like 58-7. He was
was
up like
Somebody
51.
58 to
smackdown.
7.
It was like
Yeah,
a
we had to stop the
40,
game.
50 something
It was 50.
type
It was,
victory. It was terrible.
yeah,
It
it
was
was
bad.
50
And
plus.
who's King Latiker playing with right now?
Brooklyn.
The
Now
Nets.
he was down like about 6 or 8 early, but now he's gotten it up to about 15. So he's made a little run now. But
Oh,
yeah, this kid's got some game in Fayetteville
so
State.
he's a hooper.
Yeah,
Hooper, and just scored a 3 right there with Kevin Durant. So continuing that big lead and pace. Oh, as we see Jalen Brown get some smackdown on the rim right there. I mean, this is something that you could see. Maybe not an Eastern Conference matchup.
No,
Let's see how
no,
the Celtics
no.
are doing. Right? So matter of fact, with the Fly Guy DC, at least give him a chance, man.
No, I like the Celtics. I mean, Jalen Brown is my homeboy. Like, I like the Celtics, but I just don't see nobody even coming close to beating them out of the East with the addition of Blake Griffin. Like, that is just unfair.
So,
And they still have like 2 weeks to get more players.
yeah. So do you feel like
Yeah, they're
the
talking
Eastern
about
Conference?
Andre Drummond. They're talking about
Yeah, they're talking about Drummond. Yeah.
It's crazy. Where are the Nets getting this damn money from?
I don't know. They probably over the salary cap.
It's like the Buccaneers too. You just keep on finding players and players under like bottles and everything coming out like that. It's
And then
crazy
you
to
got to
see.
think, Blake. I think he took the minimum though.
He did. That's the
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
That's how they're able to
So
slide him in.
yeah, so that's helping a lot also. And then I mean, if you want championship hopes and you on a championship run and you want just that ring, I mean, you sacrifice and the Brooklyn Nets are doing it. I mean, Kyrie, KD, and Harden then took pay cuts, like, and they took like just them their whole game. Like their game is not even the same if they were on a team by themselves and the only superstar.
Yeah,
You know-
and they beat the Celtics without KD.
Without KD,
and
yeah.
Blake. So there you
yeah.
go.
But they've been beating everybody without all three of them. That's the bad part.
That is the scariest part. I believe this might have changed in the last couple of days, but I believe only all three have played 6 times together. So
I think it was
something
6, yeah, 6 or 7.
ridiculously small, and there's still so much for their games to grow. Of course, there's still more gelling with new players coming in all the time, but I don't see how anyone in the East, even the 76ers, especially Joel Embiid with his knee injury. Luckily, it's not it's not an ACL tear, which is the big worry last night. But I don't see how anyone in the East can beat their firepower. 76ers have a set shot.
And see,
but
it's not even the firepower is cool, but it's the role players like Joe Harris,
Yes.
and
Steph Curry.
DeAndre Jordan, and it's a guy that plays. He plays when all of them plays. He plays down low, but he's not a big man. I forgot his name. He's like a guard. He always wears a headband, but no, not Jeff Green. I know Jeff Green. He's shorter than Jeff Green. I think he's number 1, if I'm not mistaken. But like their role players. Yeah, their role players is what's helping them get over the hump.
Yeah, and Landry's played well too. Shaman has played well.
Oh, he played incredible last night against the Celtics.
So it's nice to see Bruce Brown, who actually just scored a career high of
Bruce
points.
Brown, that's what it is.
He beat out Kyrie. He could beat out everybody, Kyrie and James Harden, with like 26 points with the leading scorer. So his game is only growing as well. This is a really exciting, fun team. You know, we had Jared Allen and Chris LeVert, and he thought that, man, this team was going to be great. But then they totally switched gears in order to bring in these 3 wonderful players. And then you have Blake Griffin, too. This team has been building for a while. And after the big, massive trade that they made for the big 3 that was originally in Boston, which is funny why you see this Boston connection right here. When they got KG and they got Paul Pierce, they totally switched roles, switched things, and Ray Allen as well. They totally switched gears, have recovered from that, and have built a beautiful team because of it. And that's why patience wins. The Celtics is also a team that needs to be patient, got a whole bunch of picks from that KG trade, and has really grown because of it.
Yeah, you look at Brooklyn. I don't think they're going to have a first-round pick for like 10 years.
Yeah, but I mean, the people you got right now, like I said, I really think Brooklyn is going to bring home a ring this year, and it's going to be an easy ring, especially when they get to the conference finals, because there's no, I mean, to the NBA finals, because there's no star power that could compete with just them three. Like you have three of you have KD and Harden, which is two of the top scorers in the game, easily create a shot. And then you have arguably one of the best point guards ever in Kyrie as far as ball handling and slickery and everything. Like it's just amazing.
Yeah, and he gave it to the Celtics. You can tell, man. He kind of amps it up a little bit every time he plays Boston. So, absolutely. But how about King Radical gets a 20-point victory, guys?
Yeah, speaking of giving it to the Celtics, man, a 20-point victory. That's crazy to see.
All he did was just showed us what's going to happen in the playoffs.
Shout out to King Latimer at Fayetteville State. He gets $50 for winning. It's usually $25 during league play, like we saw on Monday and Tuesday. But on Saturday, playing here on the recap show, he gets a $50 scholarship and a $50 gift certificate from the Soulja Boy shop. Speaking of your boy, tell him.
Yeah.
Tell him, Fly Guy.
Dragged out and ripped out in Draco, man. That's great.
Absolutely right. What they said that they called him Big Draco.
Yeah, Big Draco. As our producer said, I don't acknowledge him as Soulja Boy. I only acknowledge him as Big Draco. So shout out to Soulja Boy.
Absolutely right. Absolutely right. And we should be talking to Soulja Boy very soon. So let's take it to a commercial break with our sponsors, Gillette.
As a barber, nothing's gonna beat my shade, especially for guys who tend to get razor bumps from ordinary razors at home. So when they can't see me, there's Gillette Skin Guard, a razor that's made different and designed just for men with skin that's easily irritated. It flattens the skin and lifts the blade for a shave that's closer than a trimmer but not too close for comfort. I mean, it's just right.
All right.
My God.
How you doing, man?
Yeah.
Other blades I've used, they just don't cut it. You can't get a much cleaner shave than with Gillette. Gets virtually every hair in the first stroke. For a shave, I barely feel. Watch Gillette change your world.
PG with Paul George out there in LA.
All right, you see Patrick Beverly passing it all around to Batum. Missed the shot, but that's A-OK. Jason Tatum with the recovery, and it's looking like a wide open layup for Theus, and just missed. Disappointing. Let's see Sergio Baca. Tice, I'm sorry. It's a Theus. I apologize. Daniel Tice, so you would know.
Yes, man, and we are back, the yard. And on this week, major shout out to our sponsors, Gillette, and of course, Soldier Boy TV. And speaking of that, he's here with us right now.
Turn up, man. Big Draco, man. What's poppin'?
What's up? First and foremost, how are you doing?
I'm good, man. I'm chilling, man. Y'all know what's going on, man. You know what I'm saying? How y'all feeling today?
Good, man. Good. How you feeling, man? Talk to us. How you feeling?
I'm feeling good, man. We lit right now. 750,000 followers on Twitch. Shout out to everybody that's been supporting Soldier Boy TV. We've been going viral, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to all the fans. Y'all already know what it is. Chat was popping. Big dubs in the chat right now, man. HBCU. This is amazing, man. Let's get it.
Super dope. Now, go ahead.
Oh yeah, well you were talking about your massive following on Twitch.com. You have always had a massive following on the internet. I feel like you like started. That's how you started. I feel like on the internet, thanks to the internet. You started on Newgrounds.com, which is an old Flash game back in the day, Flash gaming website. You went viral on the internet with everybody knows the song, But you also have a song that's called Blank I Look Like Goku too. So you've been a part of the internet culture for a while, Twitch gaming, nerd culture for a while. When did that passion start, and how have you continued to build and grow that?
Yeah, definitely. No, it started at an early age. You feel me? I would like to say when I was like 6 years old, 5 years old, I got a Sega Genesis. And my first game was like Mortal Kombat and Sonic the Hedgehog. And it's just always been a passion as a kid, you know what I mean? And as I grew older and I got into rapping, I kind of just mixed like the hip hop culture with the gaming culture and anime and stuff like that. You feel me? So, I definitely been deep into it, but I feel like definitely if it wasn't for the internet, I wouldn't be where I'm at today. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely shout out to all the people that's been supporting since the start of my career. You feel me?
Yeah, and you led the way for a massive new generation. There's all these TikTokers and all these people coming out who've been on the big stage, the big screen. And I don't think any of them could say that they would be here without people like you pioneering the way.
Big Draco, man, the GOAT, you feel me?
Absolutely right. You are one of the first pioneer to start a lot of things, especially down here in Atlanta. I'm in Atlanta, radio in Atlanta. I host all the events in Atlanta, and a lot of stuff geared or started from you. So a major congratulations on that. Now, what is your go-to games to play right now?
Grand Theft Auto, man.
There it is.
Yeah.
EA.
I saw you release a freestyle.
Wait, excuse me, my bad.
I saw you release a freestyle the other day on your while playing GTA.
Yeah, man, we got the studio on there. You know what I'm saying? I be in the booth spitting, freestyling with the fans. So if y'all ain't checked it out, check it out, man. Grand Theft Auto Soldier World is out right now. Y'all come play with me.
Now, you're doing a lot of things in the gaming world, but you're also doing a lot of things in the entertainment world. Talk to us a little bit about that, because I know, like I said, when it comes to the gaming world, you have that down pat. But Soldier Boy, Draco, music world, talk to us a little bit about that.
Man, I'm in the studio right now working on a new album. You know what I mean? I've been dropping mixtapes for the fans. You know what I mean? Over the last couple of months and stuff like that. So if y'all ain't checked them out, man, y'all can go check them out right now. Soldier World is out right now. Swag 3 is out right now. But the new album is gonna be dope, man. Like I got a lot of different opportunities on the table to work with a lot of different big companies in the music industry right now. So I'm just really gearing up for the summer, getting ready for the summer and stuff like that. So, with the pandemic, coming, it's I'm just navigating it through it properly, you know what I mean? But I definitely got new music on the way, man. We gearing up for the summer.
Now, from when Soldier Boy first came out years ago to 2021, what is the biggest difference with Draco? What is the biggest difference with Soldier Boy?
Man, I'm just more focused now. I done evolved as a businessman, an entrepreneur. I feel like when I was younger, I was still a young entrepreneur, but I wasn't really as focused because I was all over the place because I was, so young. You know what I mean? And I feel like as I've grown and gotten older and matured more, I've been able to evolve as a businessman and actually sit back and focus on my video games and then sit back and focus on my record label and sit back and focus on my clothing line and execute it properly. And now I can see the different success versus when I was first coming into the game and making mistakes as an entrepreneur. So I just feel like I've become like a real great CEO. You know what I mean?
Absolutely right, growth. I see the growth because I was around early days, so I definitely see the growth now. What's this? You getting paid off of like a currency for your tweets? Can we elaborate a little bit about that?
Big Draco, I'm the first rapper to sell a tweet, man. First rapper to
now, now talk to us about that. Now I seen it going viral everywhere. My co-host on my radio show actually even talked about it as a news segment. Like, can you just go into detail on what that was? Because I didn't really understand it.
Nah, so basically, man, to the audience out there that's kind of confused about it, it's called an NFT, and it's a non-fungible token. It's basically a part of cryptocurrency. I'm pretty sure the people that's heard of Bitcoin, you know what I mean, it just hit like $59,000 today. When I first heard about it, it was at $100. You could buy them $100 a pop. You know what I mean? So that just shows you in itself how serious this thing is. But basically, I took a tweet and I put it and turned it into an NFT where people can purchase it with Ethereum. So basically, people could bid to buy a tweet. So the first bid that I got, it was like $200, and I was like, Then the second bid I got was like $500. The third one was like $1,000. So I tweeted it out, and I was like, "Yo, should I sell this tweet?" And then it went up to like 3,000, 4,000. So I sold it. I was like, you know what? Let me just sell it. I sold it.
Cash out.
You know, it's been dope though. But actually, what I'm moving to next is actually dropping a full album as an NFT where you could purchase it with crypto. So that's what I'm working on next.
Wait, so are we the first ones hearing this?
Oh,
I'm the first one hearing this.
breaking news.
Breaking news. Great album as an NFT, man. You could buy it with crypto, man. Get ready, man.
Now you've always been an innovator and very creative and always leading the pack. How do you stay so creative and ahead of everything or ahead of your time, just to be completely honest?
Man, to be completely honest with you, bro, not to put no cap on it, I just feel like I don't really know, to be honest with you, but to try to break it down, I just feel like I've been on the computers at an early age. You know what I mean? I feel like it's not nothing new to me. Like, I really been on the internet. Like, I used to walk when I was in Atlanta. I used to walk from the crib to the library. And my little homie's like, bro, where you going? Like, bro, we finna go to the pool. Like, we finna go shoot basketball. I used to walk to the library just to get on the internet, just to use the Wi-Fi, play Gucci Mane, and download Goku pictures and print them on the print. You know what I'm saying? Just, we was in the trap. We couldn't really afford stuff like that. I didn't have no computer. I didn't have no internet. You know what I mean? So that was like before I was a teenager. You know what I mean? That was like when, like, 8, 9 years old, 10 years old. You know what I mean? When internet really first hit and it wasn't popular like that. So I feel like as I grew older, like 9, then 10, 11, and 12, and 13, I'm already on HTML. I'm already coding. I'm already knowing about PHP. The people that I'm going to school with, they don't even know about Facebook. I'm telling these people, like, bro, I need to get on MySpace. I just got 1 million plays yesterday. They like, bro, you capping. Like, nah. I'm like, look, man, you famous. Like, you know what I mean? So I just feel like, man, you know, it's dope.
Soldier Boy, you were talking about, I'm sorry, Fly Guy, you were talking about just your growth and business and how your acumen has sort of improved. What can you sort of, tell the audience to sort of, make that next come up, to sort of grow along like you? What's some sort of small thing you can tell everyone about success and what you learned to become successful, which you are right now?
Man, it's a combination of things. One, I would say read books. You know what I mean? I know it sounds boring. You know what I mean? Nobody really like to sit there and read a book, but I feel like once I had a little time to sit down, you know what I mean? Because my schedule was very busy. Like before the pandemic, I was on a tour. You know what I'm saying? On a state to state tour. You know what I mean? So once I got a little time to sit down and read, like you got to read, man. You know what I'm saying? And just study on what you're interested in. If you're interested in gaming, study gaming. You know what I mean? It's a lot of stuff that I learned like in a couple of days. You know what I mean? That I would have thought would have took me years to learn. You know what I mean? So I just feel like whatever you're trying to do in life, just study more up on it. You know what I'm saying? It may look harder than it actually is, if you get what I'm saying.
Now, before we let you get up out of here, if Larry and Andrea don't have any more questions, y'all have any more questions?
I have a quick question. I heard Lil Birdie told me you have
Uh-oh.
some beef with
Uh-oh.
Randy Orton now.
Oh,
Is it a
God.
possibility?
Took the words out of my mouth. I was about to
Oh,
say
Exactly.
that.
Is there a possibility that you would get in the ring with Randy Orton on WWE? We saw Shaq do it. Why not
man.
you?
I can't wait to get in the ring, man. Come on, man.
Oh, my goodness.
I can't wait to pull up at the WWE, man. Stop playing, man. Come on now.
What wrestlers did you grow up watching?
Man, shout out to The Rock.
I knew he was about to say that. Stone Cold. I knew it.
You know what I mean? Like that, you know how we come in like that, man. You know, but yeah. I can't wait. I can't wait, man.
Hey, I work at SNY here, man, which is NBC Sports. So I got to go to Stanford, and you know, WWE is like one exit down from NBC Sports in Stanford, man. So I got to go past there tonight. I'm gonna be thinking about you now because of that.
Let's go, man. Let's go.
So last question before you get up out of here. 3 words to describe the 2021 and the moving forward Soldier Boy that you would have never thought that you would be saying 10, 15 years ago when you first came in the game.
2021, man. Innovator, motivator, and the GOAT.
Great go, bro.
Well, we appreciate you, man. Thank you so much for taking your time out.
Esports, the Yard, HBCU Esports Alliance. Let's go, chat. Big dubs. All right, man. Much love to y'all, man.
Talk
Oh, wait. Hey, Miami Mike, hit my line, Miami.
That's good, man. Hey, Soldier Boy, we got to try to get you on here each and every Saturday, man. We do the recap show. Of course, we got Madden on Mondays, 2K on Tuesdays. We have some other titles, coming up. NASCAR, Rocket League, PGA 2K21 coming up on Wednesdays. But it's been great to have you, man. Shout out to everyone back in the back. Exposure, the good folks back there. Also, the commish. Can't do it without my man, Hot Rod Chappelle.
Hot Rod.
The boy McBoard. Fly Guy DC down there in the A. I know Soldier Boy. He's probably in A. I don't know where he's at. Where you at, Soldier Boy?
He's in the A. He in LA. I knew it.
Yeah, okay. Los Angeles. I'm Larry Ridley here in Jersey, SMR TV, NBC Sports, Madden, NFL, NBA 2K League. See you next Saturday right here on Twitch for more of the Yard, HBCU Esports Alliance, 3 p.m. Eastern. Have a good weekend, guys. See you next week.
Deuces.
SODMG.
What's up? My name is Sherrod Martin, and I work at Superb Grooming Studio Barbershop in Atlanta, Georgia. And I'm here today to get you groomed to game. As a former NFL player that loves to play Madden, die hard, I'm gonna give you some shaving tips to give you that confidence. The Gillette 2-in-1 shaving gel, and I also got my Gillette Skin Guard. These two are essential. So starting out with a shave, we're gonna start with a nice lather. The next step after I lather up, I like to come with a hot towel. Relaxing, release stress, comfort with a nice little heat, but it also opened up the pores. Then I come with my razor, and I just do some nice strokes. Hey, you look good, you play good, baby. Now you're ready to hit the yard.
Everyone has a routine. I brush my teeth, eat breakfast, work out, and shave with Gillette Pro Glide. It gets virtually every hair on the first stroke for a shave I barely feel. So, when I hop on the stream and plant this lovely face in front of millions of people, I'm not worried. I just show up, ready to play.
Struggleville, okay?
No, they're not. I mean, they're off ramps. They're off ramps. You gotta take it though.
Right, yeah.
You gotta take
Just keep
it.
on driving past that exit, man. That's what's happening
Just
right
go this
here.
way.
Oh, is this the exit? No, there's not. Oh, this is not the exit. Oh, we're still going, and this is what's happening right here.
But you know what? You played to win the game. Look, until the clock's hit 000, right? I mean, there's still so you're saying there's a chance. You know what I'm saying? Are you saying there's a chance? And yeah, there's a chance. There's still time left. Look, he's got 9 minutes and 47 seconds. I've seen stranger things happen.
Oh, yeah, and I like that Dumb and Dumber reference right there. Saying there's a chance, well, I'm not sure, but, if you keep on getting, if you get stops, that'll be good. You know, you scored 3 points since we're last talking, so that's okay. Something you like to see. You also like to see misses from James Harden, so that's great to see right there.
He's got to get this ball to Steph and just let Steph just shoot it. Like, that's what you need to do. Give Steph the ball and get out of the way. Look at
Instead,
Kyrie.
it seems like the defender got out of the way of Kyrie Irving right there. So a pretty wide open, jump shot, at least for Kyrie Irving's sake right there. But speaking of Steph Curry, did you not like the show that Steph Curry did for us on All-Star Weekend? Wasn't he just spectacular?
He was. Hitting all those threes. Everybody played well, but once again, it's an All-Star game. I was, look, it was a great performance, great athletic feats by all of those guys. Jaylen Brown, we saw Giannis, Steph played well. A lot of guys played well. I was more happy to see the contributions to HBCUs. Like I said, 7 figures, millions of dollars raised for HBCUs. So that was my takeaway from the weekend. Because I know, look, they're not going to play any defense. The score is going to be 170 to 160. It is what it is. Somebody will win and somebody will lose. And then we'll see some dunks. We'll see some uncontested threes. And they'll play hard in the fourth quarter for maybe the last 2 minutes.
Yeah. The Thurgood Marshall campaign racked up a ton of points. Team LeBron winning all 4 quarters. So that's a lot of money going to the Thurgood Marshall campaign. But it's okay because all the HBCU organizations still got their fair share of money and donations. Don't worry, it's not like Steph Curry during that half-point competition where every shot was a shot for cancer and he just bricked after brick after brick. It's not like that. They're all getting money. It's okay. But a really fun All-Star
bricks for the Warriors. A lot of bricks for the Warriors in this game.
It's like we're building a house over here, I swear. Because although you have a great player in Stephen Curry, if you keep on passing the ball off to other players, you're not going to get it. And you're not going to get it if Steph Curry himself isn't getting what is a wide open shot for him.
Ooh, man, the ball movement, man, rocking in the suburbs. Give them all 3 of these. KD, 41-5.
Now, that's a man you don't want to see hot, man, because if Kevin Durant is hot and heating up and just on fire, that's a deadly, deadly man. Ooh, having to foul him just to make sure he doesn't dunk on you right there going to the line is Kevin Durant for presumably 2 free throws. He's a good free throw shooter.
It's going to be a 38-point lead at the break. Bordy, this is why you get paid the big bucks, right? You've got to entertain the folks over the next 8 minutes. It's all on your shoulders, okay?
It's all on my shoulders. I want to go back to Stephen Curry because I honestly, this is a family-friendly show, but when I saw Steph Curry at the 3-point competition, I was saying so not so family-friendly words when he went on a run. I believe there were 3 racks in a row where he just bucket after bucket after bucket after bucket. And, everybody
by the beard.
else by the beard. And you know what? The other competitors in the competition, I felt like they really felt like they were doing something, and that's nice. And then Steph Curry came in to the game, and it was just like, oh, that's nice. That's nice what you did before. Now let me show you what it's really about right there. You ever heard the story of Larry Bird at the 3?
Yes.
It felt like that. Yeah, it felt like that.
He walked in and said, "Who's got second?"
Right.
Absolutely. Did you just see that stat a minute ago? The Brooklyn Nets are shooting 91% from the field.
Some days you just have good days, and then some days you just have bad days, and it seems like we're simultaneously seeing a great day by one team and an awful, absolutely dreadful game from the other.
Yeah, I mean, Steph had his first points as the beard goes in with the left hand there. Had his first points a few minutes ago. The Nets are shooting 91%. So it's an all-world game for the Nets and an all-time bad game for the Warriors. So 2 things can be true.
And that was an all-world crossover right there, getting James Harden on the heels. But if you don't hit the shot, it doesn't matter. Ooh, look at James with the jam right there. Steph Curry missing that pass, and alley-oop all day, man.
To DeAndre Jordan. Oh my goodness gracious. Yeah, man. BK in the house. The only thing they're missing are the Coogee sweaters, man, for Biggie.
Well, oh gosh, that's crazy right there. You're loving that slam. You're loving that jam. It's really sad to see such a big run up of the score. We were talking about the mercy rule. Well, Lord have mercy on the Warriors' soul, because you can make some moves with Steph, but if you can't score some points,
Then you make James fall.
Right. If you can't score some points, then you're not going to have big opportunities. And you need Steph Curry to have a good game. And you need, somebody else to have a great game. Kevin Durant having a great game right here with that slam dunk.
Put it on the floor, right to your door. Finger roll or lobster roll. Deep dish. Then that goes swish. Winner, winner, thanks for dinner. For every moment, it's yours to savor. It's game time with DoorDash for every flavor.
50 piece right now. 50 piece. Andrea, 51-point lead here. And, you're in Georgia, right? I remember the great announcer for the University of Georgia. His name was Larry Munson. Did the radio for the University of Georgia. I remember they beat Tennessee one time. Came back and beat them at the end in Knoxville. And he said, "We just stomped on their face with a hobnail boot." And just the visuals, I'm like, oh my gosh, that's disrespectful. That's horrendous. And that's exactly what we just saw right there. That was pretty bad.
We just saw some disrespect, so much so that we had our first rage quit of the HBCU Esports, the Yard
Go back
Alliance.
to the drawing board. It's okay.
It's okay. There are plenty of other weeks, and it's okay to know that you're taking an L and that you're not going to come back from 50. I've never seen that before in my 2K.
You can't come back from 30.
Exactly.
I think the biggest lead I've seen is maybe 20. You ain't coming back from 50.
No. So it's best to regroup. It's best to refocus. And, there are other weeks. Maybe you want that person on your team going in the future, though. King Latiker for Brooklyn, because that's some good play that we saw from him.
No, it's L.A. Taker. You got to give him the name Taker because he just took the soul of the University of Virgin Islands. Fayetteville State literally just took the soul away from UVI. At least in that one instance there, in that one game there. So, yeah, man, that's one of those. He might have nightmares tonight. It's going to be hard to sleep tonight for UVI. For Mr. Trolls. He ain't trolling nobody after that performance. We love you, bro. You ain't trolling nobody. You might be trolled.
Right. It felt like you were being trolled with that massive 50-point deficit, and that's where that some days just aren't your day and some days are the other opponent's best day. Come back to the drawing board. It's a-okay. But what's also okay, what's also lovely? Gillette. Wonderful, wonderful, smooth faces are we going to see from Gillette. We're going to throw it to our sponsor and come right back with you for our next game.
What's up? My name is Sherrod Martin, and I work at Superb Grooming Studio Barbershop in Atlanta, Georgia. And I'm here today to get you groomed to game. As a former NFL player that loves to play Madden, die hard, I'm gonna give you some shaving tips to give you that confidence with Gillette 2-in-1 shaving gel. And I also got my Gillette Skin Guard. These two are essential. So starting out with a shave, we're gonna start with a nice lather. The next step after I lather up, I like to come with a hot towel. Relaxing, release stress, comfort with a nice little heat, but it also open up the pores. Then I come with my razor and just do some nice strokes. You look good, you play good, baby. Now you ready to hit the yard.
Other blades I've used, they just don't cut it. You can't get a much cleaner shave with Gillette. It gets virtually every hair in the first stroke. For a shave, I barely feel. Watch Gillette change your world.
So you have the ice cream with Oreos crushed, and you have Oreos in the cookie dough.
Tastes so cookie-y.
Cookie-y.
I don't think you can ever have too much cookie. Sonic Oreo Big Scoop Cookie Dough Blast and Sundae.
Cookie-y.
We're back here for the Yard HBCU Esports Alliance. Larry Ridley here, SMR TV, NBC Sports, Madden NFL, little NBA 2K League. Got my soul sister. I said sister, my soul sister. Andrea Richmond, Bordy McBoard here for the HBCU Esports Alliance, the Yard. Last night, Madden Mondays. Today, NBA 2K Tuesdays. We've had two games. The third and final game of the night features Norfolk State against Bowie State. That'd be Angry A, who, of course, won one of the championships during the homecoming classic that we had back in December, and 5 Foot Dre, so to be Angry A playing with the Bucks, and 5 Foot Dre of Bowie State playing with the Heatles, the Miami Heat, down there in Miami. What did Spot 'em got him say? In Miami with my Heat. Yeah, Spot 'em got him. B-Box. The June Bug Challenge. There you go. Hit him in his spine. Knock his dreads off. My water don't call it body. I nicknamed him red in my thug it in my Reebok. Ride with a G-Shock. Hey, there you go. Hey, Bordy, make him beatbox. That's enough. 20-second timeout on me. That's enough. We good with audio? All right, we're back in the game here, the third and final game of the day, Bordy. It'll be Norfolk State and Bowie State. So Angry A against 5 Foot Dre, and the Bucks out to the early lead. That would be Angry A of Norfolk State.
Yes, Norfolk State has a little green in there. So do the Bucks right there. So that's some good things that we love to see for that. I'm really excited to see this matchup. We expect to see these two teams also going forward in the NBA playoffs. Hopefully we get a matchup with them for the Eastern Conference Finals, because these two teams sure do have a lot of firepower.
Absolutely, the Bucks, of course, definitely one of the top teams in the East, and the Brooklyn Nets got all this firepower. I'm hearing they might get Andre Drummond as well. Like, sheesh.
The rich getting richer, right?
Where are they getting all the salary cap space from? Like, how do they do that? They already got 3 of the top 10 players on the daggone planet, and you're gonna add Blake Griffin and DeAndre Drummond. Like, okay, I guess they can't do that. Like,
People
they might not have a draft pick for the next 10 years, though.
Right, I was going to say, people are willing to make opportunities and sacrifices to make sure you can win, so you're not going to have draft picks, and these individual players probably aren't going to get paid as much as they used to, but it's okay because you'll be paid in endorsements once you win the championship.
Absolutely. Absolutely right, but how about the Bucks out to an 8-2 lead? Is that Chris Middleton? Can't get the layup to go. Giannis can't grab the board. Here come the Nets. Okay. Well, alley-oop to
alley-oop.
Kyrie. Yeah.
People think alley-oops only need to be dunks. No, alley-oops can look just as pretty with some layups right there. So, get the points while you can. Giannis trying to get some points right there, doing a little fake pump fake and getting that shot right there. The Dwayne Wade special.
A little short jumper there, baseline, absolutely. Bucks back up 6, 10-4.
Ooh, Kyrie trying to get that Euro in, gets blocked right there. Bucks going the other way. Who's trying to get DiVincenzo down with the shot. Green means what? Money and cash money. That's a shot right there. So already up big are the Milwaukee Bucks, which means Angry A isn't feeling really angry right now, feeling pretty good.
No, he's cool, calm, and collected. He should be anyway. I mean, every time we sent play, he's winning. I've seen him play now 2 times, and he's won both times. This is the 3rd time, and he's got a lead here. So he's been pretty dominant when he's played too. Won comfortably during the homecoming event we had back in December, and now he won Monday night in Madden. So he's won in Madden and 2K. So well, actually won both times in Madden, but now he's winning in 2K.
Ooh, but what's not a winning move is that shot right there. Probably accidentally pressed the shot bucket button, and that's okay because Angry Aaron, making an angry little dunk right there with Giannis Antetokounmpo. So that's not what you want to see if you are a 5-foot Dre.
No, absolutely not. Do a better job. That was a very bad shot. And they've already got Blake Griffin on the team. Shout out to the folks at 2K Interactive and 2K. They already got Blake on the Brooklyn Nets.
So good job updating those rosters to make sure that you had that Bobby Portis right there, the former Bull, making a good little dunk right there. And Brooklyn's trying to go the other way. I mean, you have to wish that they score right here just so it doesn't turn into another Golden State game that we saw previously.
Well, it's an 8-2 run right now. It was 8-2, and now 16-4. So an 8-2 run here for the Bucks. And right now, I've got to say, Andrew, you have to fear the deer right now.
You definitely do. I mean, strong right there. Not getting the points, but getting that rebound. Ooh, and a nice finish right there. Ooh, trying to be all over him is Blake Griffin, but no match for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Misses the shot, and it is a 14-point lead for Angry Aaron of the Bucks. Norfolk feeling pretty good about themselves.
Yeah, closes the quarter on a 10-2 run. So 18-4 lead for Milwaukee, the Bruce City, home of the Bronze Fawns. If you've ever been there. So, yeah. That's how they roll up in Milwaukee.
I actually have been. Ooh, look at that dunk right there. Ooh.
Crutch.
Some dunks all over the place. It's feeling like it's a layup line right here. As we get another steal by Giannis Antetokounmpo, passing it up the lane to Bobby Portis. Doesn't get the shot, but gets the recovery right there. Passing it to Giannis, doing some moves, trying to get in that lane, gets a jump shot. No good. Bobby Portis with the recovery and passing it back. Oh, a three-pointer. No good. Ooh, so many opportunities, but a crucial stop here for 5-foot Dre.
Oh, and there's a steal hitting the other way. And that's going to be a bunny. But although in 2K, it's only a bucket.
Yeah, you said it was a bunny, but you blocked your own shot. It's, you know what? It's the announcer's curse. We'll just say it was the announcer's curse.
Oh. He was trying to throw an alley, and instead of the oop, he got the block. So it was an alley block.
Ooh, but he makes up with it right there. Giannis with that all-the-way tomahawk jam.
ND face, since we were talking about coming to America right there. And one. That's funny. He blocked his own shot. That's crazy.
Sometimes, I'm sure if you're a 5-foot Dre, you like to see that so you don't get the score ran up on you. But, you have to come back quickly here. You're down a ton of points. And you don't want this shot from Holiday. Swish. Splash.
Tremendous. Yeah, he was all wet on that one. 20-point lead. Oh, that's a nice little alley there. DeAndre.
DeAndre with the bucket. Giannis doing his little point forward game. Ooh, a crossover right there. Giannis low-key underrated with his moves, but does not get the opportunity right there. Going the other way from Brooklyn, does not get the shot, and you need that one up big.
Yeah, absolutely. Down by 18,
Down
26-8 here.
Mm-hmm.
Bucks been in complete control of this ball game. DiVincenzo. And there's another green. 3-ball corner pocket. The Bucks. I like big bucks, and I cannot lie, Andrea.
Well, I mean, I'm sure that Angry Aaron is going to be enjoying the big bucks that they're going to see, but not in 5 foot. Dre has a chance in this one, trying to cut the lead down, getting some opportunities right there, down 19.
So you have the ice cream with Oreos crushed, and you have Oreos in the cookie dough.
Tastes so cookie-y.
Cookie-y.
I don't think you can ever have too much cookie. Sonic Oreo Big Scoop Cookie Dough Blast and Sundae.
Cookie-y.
Points. You know, I'm not going to say it's out of reach yet, but you need to go now in order to do something.
Absolutely. So the Bucks, biggest lead, they were up 29-8, up 21. Now it's a 19-point lead. About 93 seconds left here in the first half here. Once again, the third game of the Yard HBCU Esports Alliance, the spring season. Mad Mondays last night, NBA 2K Tuesdays. You'll see us here every Tuesday night, typically 7 p.m. Eastern. Chopping it up, myself and Bordy McBoard, Andrea Richmond. It's her government name.
The government name right there. You can't be revealing the government name all the time, but you know, occasionally when it's needed, and especially during these esports events, you know, gotta lay the government name right there. We're gonna see some moves right here.
People want to know who you are. People want to know who you are. You might get a job, or someone might want to partner with you. You know what I'm saying? What's on your stimmy check?
Right, exactly. Honestly, if I can get some opportunities right there, that'd be good. What's good right now? It's the score for the Milwaukee Bucks, doing up well. Got a reach-in foul right there, but got an opportunity to reset, which is A-okay. You know, Giannis has been playing like he has in real life, which is just cash money all there. You've seen cash money right there from Chris Middleton, who's always been a dependable scorer right there for the Milwaukee Bucks. But ooh, a nice little score from Kevin Durant.
Absolutely. So back within 19. Once again, we talked about it in that previous game where, look, it's gonna have to happen on the defensive end for the team that's down big. We saw one guy get down 19, 20, 30, and it just kept growing because it couldn't get stops with the Warriors in that previous game. So we'll see what happens here with the Nets. And actually, it was supposed to be the Heat. I thought 5 foot Dre was going to play with, but he's playing with the Nets. Did he change his mind at the last minute? Is that another green? No, he does not get it to go.
Oh, maybe would have gotten to some good favor with the Heat, because right now you're not rocking it with the Nets. You know, at the end we saw a little bit of a little bit of bloopers right there at the end. We saw Kyrie hit the backboard, and we also saw a way too deep shot there from DiVincenzo right there. Somebody's been shacked in a fool over here in this tournament right here. James Harden.
Can't get it to go, Harden. There you go. There's your boy DiVincenzo. Doesn't get it to fall.
You know,
some natties. Oh, nice.
Yes. Speaking of national ties, you know, March Madness is coming up. You know, that's where DiVincenzo made a good little name for himself right there. So I'm very looking forward to the tournament, especially because we did not see it last year, unfortunately.
Absolutely, yeah. Won some natties with Villanova. So he made a name for himself. And right now it looks like it's going to be probably Gonzaga and everybody else right now. The Zags look really good. Been number one pretty much all year. So we'll see if they can bring this thing home. It'd be good for them. Look, they've been a perennial, you know, pretty good team for the last knocked it down for the last 20 years. Now it's their time. Maybe they'll get their one shining moment. We'll find out.
And that's the thing, the excitement about that, as we see Kevin Durant with a slam right there. I mean, it's just like the Super Bowl and the run to the Super Bowl when there's only one chance to blow. You can't miss it. It's opportunity, yo. It only comes once in a lifetime, so you have to make the most of your shots and everything that you do. Making the most of your shots right there, deep in Tinzo with that score. So we'll see if the Zags can do it. Ooh.
Oh, there you go. Giannis.
Giannis is doing it to the rim right there. A nice little slam.
Absolutely. So we saw DiVincenzo score, and it was KD came back straight from the top, triple try-in, and then Giannis with the hammer to push it back to 17.
Ooh, Blake Griffin. First dunk of the season, honestly. Do you know that Blake Griffin so far, out of everyone in the league, he's the only one that's not. Ooh, good job, Bobby Portis there with the 3. Blake Griffin is the only player in the league that has not had a dunk. Is that not surprising, considering Blake Griffin is a former slam dunk champion?
I did not know that, but he's got to be doing it on purpose, right?
Yeah,
you think at 6'9" you would just fall into a dunk at some point.
We've heard rumors about him conditioning-wise not being up to par, so hopefully they can
had
get
the leg
that
injuries the last few years as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, had the leg injuries the last few years as well. So, did he have microfracture? I know he had some leg injuries the last couple of years. I know it was pretty bad. So, definitely does not have the hops like he used to.
It's been unfortunate what happened to him and Boogie Cousins, because those two once dominant big men, as we see Green right there having a great year, having good time in the game as well. Unfortunate what we saw from Blake Griffin and what we saw from DeMarcus Cousins getting several injuries does not lead kindly for big men. So hopefully they both can recover to at least half of what their form is with a good little alley-oop right there.
Well, it's back down to 14 quietly. Whittled down the lead. Was around 20. Little run here. Can you get a